Еще раз привет. So we want to talk a little more about meaning and perfective verbs and to focus on questions that you're asking about something happening in the past. So this will help us kind of see a little bit more the difference in meaning between perfective and imperfective verbs. So sometimes, depending on the context, either perfective or imperfective is possible, and it really depends on your meaning, what you're trying to say, what meaning you want to express. So these types of meanings are very, very context dependent. So let's look at an example because that's the best way to kind of understand the difference between meaning in perfective and imperfective pairs. So let's look at these two questions. Voi читали войну и мир? Is one with an imperfective verb. Вы прочитали войну и мир? With a perfective verb. So very similar looking, but they have a different meaning. Let's talk about this first one. Вы читали войну и мир? Focus of this first one is just asking generally, have you ever read this book at all in your life at some point? Yes or no? So maybe you've read it up to here. That's okay. You would still say yes because you've at least started reading it. So the focus here is not whether it's been completed, whether you've done it all the way to completion and had some sort of result, but just whether it has been started, whether it has been attempted. So that's the focus of our first question, Voi читали войну и мир? Our second one, Вы прочитали войну и мир? This one has a different focus. This one is specifically asking, have you taken this book, started at this cover, gone all the way through, and read it to this cover, and been done with it? So with the perfective verb, we're wanting to focus on the completed action. On yes, I have read the entire book. I didn't just start reading it, I didn't just flip around through it. I have read the entire book. So we've got to focus on a completed action with our perfective verb. And in this case, the completed action is reading the whole book. Let's look at another one, another little pair of questions here. Вы смотрели фильм Гарри Поттер? With our imperfective verb. Вы посмотрели фильм Гарри Поттер? So let's think about the difference. We would probably translate them in a similar way. Have you seen Harry Potter? So this first one, what's it focusing on? It's just focusing on whether or not you've ever had your TV on and watched Harry Potter. Yes or no? I've seen it. Maybe not all of it, maybe I've just seen parts, but yeah, I've seen at least some of the movie Harry Potter. Then our second one down here with the perfective verb, Вы посмотрели фильм Гарри Поттер? This one is specifically focusing on all the way through. So have you seen Harry, realize he's a wizard, get taken to Hogwarts, deal with all that Sorcerer's Stone stuff, and see how it concludes? Have you seen all of it? Versus, have you just seen, maybe you've seen all of it, but I don't really care. I just want to see if you've seen at least part of it. This one, second one, I want to know if you've seen all the way to the end and you know how Harry is going to spend the summer torturing Dudley. Spoiler alert. So focus on a completed action is what we're going to use the perfective for in these past tense yes or no questions versus just a general inquiry, just wondering if you've ever done this sometime in your life with the imperfective verbs.